Hi, welcome. So I'm going to take you through a little bit of information to start with. And this is going to be particularly helpful if you're very new to breathing. So I'll talk you through some of the types of breathing we're going to do, and we'll have a little go together before we do our breathwork session. And if you enjoy it and enjoy how you feel after this breathwork session and you want to use it again, if you remember all the starting stuff and you don't feel you need it, feel free to just forward through to the point at which we start the breathwork session. And I'll make sure I give some sort of signal so that if you're trying to work out the point of start, you can see that as you're forwardsing. Okay, so today we're going to be learning to do a little bit of vagus nerve breathing. So vagus nerve breathing is where we breathe in and then we breathe out slowly. When we reach the bottom, we breathe in and we breathe out slowly. So I tend to breathe in through my nose and then I breathe out, you could say through pursed lips or through my mouth. So it helps me to slow down the pace of the breath. Whilst we're breathing in an environment where we're sitting or laying on a mat for our breath work, we can breathe through our nose or mouth, whichever is our preference. We want to try to breathe through our nose as much as possible. So in everyday life. So on the mat, it's okay to use the mouth and whatever is most comfortable for you. So I'm going to recommend with this that you either breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth slowly. Or if you're trying to only nasal breathe, then you could breathe in and out through the nose if that's your preference. So I want us to try 5 of those breaths together now. So breathing in with me and out. So long, slow exhale. And we'll all have a slightly different exhale, and that's okay. So when you reach the bottom of yours, breathing in again and slowly out. Three more here. Breathing in and breathing out. And one more breath here. So that's our vagus nerve breathing. So we're doing a long, slow exhale, and that is the focus. So this is the breath we use inside the ice bath to try to help us to calm. And this is the breath you can use whenever you need to feel yourself, whenever you need to give yourself a chance to calm. So if you're feeling stressed about something, this is a great type of breathing to start to bring in to help you to calm down. And it's really helpful as it can be done anywhere. You can do that very quietly without anyone realizing what you're doing. Okay. Before we begin breathing, we're going to do some calming breaths. So for our calming breaths, we focus on breathing in slowly from our belly. So we breathe in and then we let go. We breathe in and we let go. So we're breathing slowly into our belly, and that might feel really difficult if you've not done breathing practice before, or if you tend to breathe very much up in your chest. So for now, just trying to breathe slowly and gently. If you can breathe through your nose, it might help the process of getting it to come from lower. But your focus is just slowly breathing in and then letting go of the breath. So it's like a sigh. If it's comfortable for you, you can make noise as you let go of that breath. And if you don't feel safe doing that at the moment, that's no problem either. So just let go of the breath. So let's do 3 of those together. So we breathe in and let go. Breathing in, letting go. One more breath here, breathing in and letting go. So the letting go here is literally like sighing. So we're just letting tension, we're just letting the breath go from our body. So we're not blowing it out, we're just like a sigh. Again, ideally, we want to breathe through our nose in everyday life as much as possible. But when we're doing a breathwork practice, it's okay to use our mouth. So I would recommend breathing in through your nose to help that slow, steady process of that breath going in and controlling it. And I personally prefer to let go by letting go through my mouth, as it, for me, allows me to get more of a kind of feeling that I'm letting go of that breath and I'm sighing it out. But if it's more comfortable for you to breathe in through your nose and let go through your nose, that's also absolutely fine. So the only other thing to talk you through what I will be doing in the breathwork session you're about to go through is I'll take you through a bit of a body scan. So that means that I'll bring your attention to certain parts of your bodies, like your eyes or your jaw, and I'll ask you to just soften those areas. So you're just trying to bring some softness to that area. Some people like to breathe out as they're trying to relax that area, and some people just think about the area that they're asking to soften. So whatever's comfortable for you. When we finish the breathwork, so that will be at the start, and when we finish the breathwork session, I'll bring a bit of your awareness back. So at that moment, you can keep your eyes closed if you're happy to, just starting to bring awareness back to the body from where we've been a little bit more relaxed. And then a little bit later, I'll actually start to get you to bring yourself back completely. Okay, just gonna have a sip of my water. So what I'd like us to do from here is get ourselves ready now to do our breath work. Now we know what's going to happen. So whatever's most comfortable for you, either seated or laying down, is absolutely fine. So if you'd like to pick one of those things to get yourself into, and actually I'm going to make a sign here. So I said, if you are watching this again and you don't want to listen to that whole start bit, this is the moment you need to forwards to in the video to know that you can just press go from here and then you can join the breathwork session. So if you are joining right now, if you'd like to take yourself either into seated or laying, if you are in seated, try to avoid yourself slumping over. So maybe try and get it so you're nice and tall or sitting slightly leaned back, just so that your lungs are open and available. If we're a bit too folded over, it might make it a bit more difficult for your breathing. Or if it's more comfortable for you, you can also lay down. Okay, so from here, once you're laying down or sitting down somewhere comfortable, I'd like you to close your eyes. And from here, we're going to take 3 of those calming breaths. So we're going to breathe in slowly and let go. Again, breathing in here and letting go. And one more breath, breathing in and letting go. And now bringing your attention to your eyes, all the muscles around the eyes, just allowing them to soften. Softening your jaw, unclenching, letting go of any tension in your mouth. Softening your shoulders and your neck. Unclenching your hands, softening your fingers if you can, and softening your belly, letting go here. and softening your legs, your knees, your ankles, and softening your feet. Seeing if you can let go of the body a little bit more and allow yourself to sink into that seat or that couch or your bed just a little bit more. Allow yourself to be supported. And I'd like us to take 3 more of those calming breaths. So slowly breathing into your belly and letting go. Breathing in and letting go. And one more breath here. Breathing in and letting go. Just resting here for a moment before we begin your breath work. So as I've mentioned, in a moment we're going to do some vagus nerve breathing. That means we'll be breathing in and then slowly breathing all the way out. And when we reach the bottom of our breath, we'll breathe in again and we'll slowly breathe all the way out. And we're going to work on that breathing for a few minutes together. So on your next inhale, I'd like you to breathe in and breathe slowly all the way to the end of your breath. When you reach the end, breathing in again and slowly breathing all the way out. And I want you to continue to breathe like this at a pace that feels comfortable for you. And our focus here is slowing down that exhale. We breathe in and then we calmly breathe all the way out. Breathing slowly. Follow that breath as it comes in and follow that breath all the way out of your body. Feel that breath as you breathe in and feel that breath and your body softening as you exhale. And as you breathe out, see if you can allow your body to soften just a little bit more. Breathe slowly, calmly, slowing down the pace. When we slow down the pace of our breath, our body starts to calm. And when our body's calm, our mind can follow. I'd like you to do 5 more breaths in your own time, breathing in. Four more breaths. Slowly exhale. Three more breaths. Follow that breath in and follow that breath all the way out of your body. Two more breaths. Feel that breath coming into your body and feel your body softening as you exhale. And one more breath here. Breathing in and slowly breathing all the way out. And at the end of your breath, just allow your body to rest here for a moment. Let your breath return to what feels comfortable and allow yourself a moment to just be in this stillness that you have created with your breath. Allow yourself to rest now. And I'd like you to bring your awareness to your feet, where they're touching the floor or your socks, to the space behind your knees, where your knees bend, to your spine, where it's touching your chair, your bed, or your clothing, to the space above your shoulders, and to your eyes. And again, just allowing your eyes to soften here. And I'd like us to take 3 more of those calming breaths together. And when we let go, I'd like us to really try and let go of any tension. Breathing in and letting go. Breathing in and letting go. One more breath here, breathing in and letting go. Again, just resting here for a moment now. And slowly now, starting to bring your attention back. Maybe a wiggle of your fingers and your toes. Gently moving your hands and your feet. Stretching and moving the body a little bit to wake yourself up. And slowly in your own time, if you need to bring yourself to seated, bringing yourself to seated. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes. I hope you're feeling a little bit calmer. And I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye.